Hey.
Oh, you seem to be in a good mood today.
Oh, yes. For me, it's a Sunday. So I'm like, I'm going to enjoy today. But look what happened.
What happened?
Where are we?
We are doing a podcast. Who expected that we
The
would be
point.
doing a podcast today? It actually happened out of nowhere.
Yeah. And we've been
Even-
planning this
We've been planning this.
for zillion years.
Yes.
It was never happening.
But sometimes, I think when you actually plan, and even though you think that there is no way of.
Go on. When you.
Sometimes when you really want to do something,
Yeah.
I think that it really opens doors for you in
Yes.
very unexpected ways.
Yes.
And I think today is the day that we are
Yes.
meant to do a podcast.
Launching pad?
It's a launch pad. Yes, the launch pad.
I thought it's going to happen soon.
Yeah. So, yes.
So, okay. So today's a Sunday.
Mm.
Tell me how you feeling today. Like, what is, let's start with that. How are you
Okay.
feeling today?
Since it's a Sunday, it also means it's my only day which I get to relax and stay at home because that's my only off day.
Okay.
So obviously there are so many things that I want to do on this Sunday. I want to do my laundry. I have to, catch up on life, catch up on my TV shows,
Yeah.
which is very hard to actually combine everything in a day. And what I end up doing is just sleeping.
Don't worry. But then, why do you sleep? You can do so many other things. You have so many things on your list. But then why choose sleep? Why?
I think because the work during my weekdays is very hectic for me
Okay.
because I'm actually dealing with outdoor sales. So it's
Okay.
I have to manage my meetings and keep up with the keep up with I don't know how we do. Yeah,
Keep up
so-
with?
yeah, keep up with my numbers. Okay,
Yes.
leave that. Okay.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah,
okay.
so it really takes a toll on me, especially physically. So all I feel like doing is on a Sunday that I just want to relax and be by myself. But I also want to watch my TV shows and energize. But
So,
one of the basic things that I started noticing is that I think I'm going through burnout.
I was just going to ask that. Yeah, okay.
But I think even though I watch so many videos, I tried even doing stoicism. Or I don't know how to pronounce that. Stoicism?
Yeah.
Yeah, I tried following stoicism
Mm-hmm.
and it worked actually. It works for me every morning,
Okay.
but after a certain period of time, you still are yourself.
Mm-hmm.
You have to keep training yourself to actually follow that, but it's not happening. So I don't maybe there is this one issue of burnout that people really don't talk about
Yes.
because everybody wants to do their best and to keep up with the current trends and current
Find lifestyle.
current lifestyle.
Yes.
So
So if I want to ask, what is in the scale of 1 to 10, where do you place yourself? The burnout that you are going through right now, where are you right now? Within 1 to 10.
I would say I actually want to say 9, but I think it's an 8. I think I got better. I think
Girl, you really above the. All right. Okay.
yeah, I think it's 8.
Okay.
But I got better. I think it's not as bad.
Okay.
I'm trying so many ways.
Mm-hmm.
So why do you think that is? Why do you think we are going through burnout, especially?
Yeah. Because if you look back to our parents, how our folks were, they had more of, I think, a chilled life because they used to have a wake up early morning. They used to go to their farmland.
Yeah.
To take care of animals and not much of human contact. It's more
Yeah.
of animals with plants, so it's very relaxing. Okay. Then they do a whole day of hard work. Okay, everything is happening good, nice. They come back home, and then they see their family, and they're like, "Oh, nice, family time, happy time, good eating time." But life was slow that time. It used to go slow. Okay. Today, if you notice, everybody is in a very competitive spirit. They want to do fast.
Yeah.
So that kind of takes a huge toll on a person. If you're running,
Hmm.
if you run from the start, what's going to happen? In a point of time, you're really going to lose breath. You're going to be gasping for air.
Yeah.
And then what's going to happen? You can't do anything. You're like, you know what? I'm done. I
Yeah.
just give up, right?
That's exactly,
So
that's
that's
what happened.
exactly what's happening. So you're like, I have to keep up with my colleagues. I have to get my numbers right. I have to get this done. So you're really catching up with life. And that kind of gets to a point where you're like, I'm like so done. I don't want anything. I don't want to meet anyone. I don't want to do anything. I want to just sit. Or like you said, sit.
And shut down. Yeah, just shut away from the world.
Down.
Shut away from the world, yeah.
So that's what happens with burnout. Now, burnout, unfortunately, many people, they don't know how to deal with it.
Yeah.
Because it's a tough thing. I get it. Because you know yourself as a person who's a very hardworking person. You are very ambitious. You like to be challenged. That's the life you're living. Suddenly, when you come to a point where you can't just do anything, you're so upset with yourself. So what you can actually at times do with you is maybe listen to music, something that's relaxing. So take a step back. First of all, take a step back. It's okay. It happens. We're human beings. We don't have to be always like an AI machine, program software, like, command. No, you can actually take a,
Yeah.
and that's the charm of being a human being. So then take a step back and you'll be like, okay, I need a break right now. Let's do a Kit Kat break.
Kit Kat break. That reminds me, have you tried the Kit Kat and ketchup?
No. You want to try it?
Yeah, I don't mind. But it sounds weird though.
It sounds weird, but sometimes, see, this is how you spice it up.
Yes. Yeah, exactly.
So exactly. So
Yeah, go out of the way. Like something that nobody actually does.
so
Yeah.
be out of the box creative or something like that. When you do something like that, you're leaving your monotonous life and you're going into a more of a, something that you like. So
Yeah.
then you tend to be more relaxed. You're not looking any object as something to do with or a competition or anything like that. You're just relaxing. So being creative, listening to music,
Yeah.
taking a walk within nature. Yeah, I know Dubai. I mean, yeah, we don't have.
The weather's getting better though.
I know, right?
No.
I mean, if
No.
you actually see, man, they're doing a lot of creative stuff right now.
Yeah.
And I'm looking forward to it, So, yeah. So, you can do something like that. Maybe go for a trek by yourself. I'm not talking about people because people are going to again burn you out, So, you need a space for yourself. So, you go for a trekking, you listen to music that kinds of makes you in your zone, and then enjoy the music. And then, have a good day.
What kind of music do you listen to?
Oh,
when you
you're touching a very tough topic. Music, it depends, my mood.
yeah.
So at the moment, I'm very much into K music, the K-pop, the Hallyu thing.
Yeah.
So yeah.
Yeah, we all know. Yeah.
Yeah. So K-pop. So to name few, if you know the song All Blue,
All Blue by So.
I think so.
I
Yeah.
think so.
Okay, let's
yeah.
put an easy one. Dashi Way Back Home by Sean.
Yeah. Way Back Home is a really good
Yeah.
song. Yeah, by
So
Sean.
This is kind of music I listen to.
So how do you resonate with that song? Like Way Back Home. What does it make you feel? Like when you listen to that song,
Yes.
how do you connect with it?
Okay, there's a song that if you know in English, Take Me Back Home, that is na 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 na. If you know that song, I don't know the name. It's like, yeah. So it's something like it takes you back home.
Okay.
When I listen to Dashi Way Back Home, it's so nice and calming. So it's like I'm going either to back home, which is my happy place, like something like that, or I'm actually finishing a nice journey and then I'm going back to my home. So that's the feeling I get. So it kind of calms me down. So that's what Dashi Way Back Home does. And All Blue, for example, it's like, it's a very nice song. The moment it starts, it's a peppy song. I want to like start jumping, do something happy. So if I'm not in a very good mood, I just put that song in speaker, full blast mode. And I'll be like, yeah, what's you gonna do? You gonna dance? You gonna whine? Something like that. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
Said that. What's yours? What kind of songs do you like?
I think it depends on my mood.
Okay.
If I'm like really pumped up, I listen to hard rock music. But if I'm like really, what do you say, like in a very calm mood, maybe especially when I'm driving back home, I would listen to a little melodious song or maybe
Okay.
pop songs.
Okay.
Yeah, I think it depends on the mood. If I'm sad, I listen to hard rock. It's a little weird, I know.
No, it's not weird. I mean, that's a nice way of doing it because you know what? You're getting your blood rushed up, right?
Yeah, rather
Rather than, see, people have a very wrong notion. They listen to sad songs when they're sad. Nuh-uh. You ain't doing that. Because when you do that, what happens is you're not changing your mood. You're being injustice,
Yeah.
Injustice yourself.
Yeah.
So when you're sad, you should actually listen to something that's more like, so you're doing a good thing. Hard rock, like, go, hit that, yeah.
Yeah. And what kind of shows, like, do you feel connected with TV shows? Do you think that that's a good way to deal with burnout?
Okay. Now, the choice is what actually makes a difference. You have
Okay.
to choose the right kind of shows you're watching.
Okay.
Like, you're having a burnout, and if you're going to watch, like, okay, hear me out. I'm into a lot of K-drama right now.
Okay.
Yeah, I mean, I don't know why, but yes, they're just attracting me and they're holding on to me. So, like, a burnout, we're talking about burnout right now. So, there's a very good K-drama known as Dr. Slump. It's very well touched up on burnout,
I've heard a lot about it.
Yes. So, it's like the protagonists, they have from the different walks of life,
Mm-hmm.
they actually face a burnout. They go through a very bad time and that affects their mental health.
Okay.
Yeah, so even they come to a point where they want to basically exit basically, like, self-exit.
In like suicide?
Yes,
Oh.
that's what happens. So even to that point, so burnout is kind of very dangerous if you don't handle it the right way and you don't tackle it at the right moment. So that it can lead to such kind of thoughts. So this show actually shows, like, it even touches the stigma of going to a psychiatrist. Many people don't like. They're like, no, I'm not mad. That's wrong. Meeting a psychiatrist is actually someone being paid to listen to you. So also with this fast-paced life, people don't have time to talk to each other,
Yeah.
They're like either scrolling on reels or they're filming something. There's no proper human contact or a face-to-face talk.
Yeah.
So when you meet a psychiatrist, you're having a face-to-face chat, you can see the person's emotions. Like, maybe he or she may be like a psychiatrist, okay, like very still, but still, it's a human being. It's a human face. So, that. So that part of also is being touched in this drama. And then it's like how through a psychiatrist, the person is told and explained that you can actually live life differently. Take a break. It is okay. Kinchana.
Ganchana.
That's like, yeah. So, Kinchana, it's okay. And then after that, take a step back, live your life, enjoy, search what you want to be, who you want to be, what's your dream, because people forget. We all have dreams, right?
Yeah.
In school, don't you get papers? What is your dream? Or they
Yes,
write an
yeah.
What is your dream? And you're like, I want to be this, I want to be that. But then when you become an adult, what happens?
Your dream changes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's exactly what happens. You forget to be yourself. And then you come to a point where you're so shut down.
Yeah.
So this series shows, like, explains to people, not only speaks about the problem, but gives you a solution of how you can deal with your burnout. So yeah, so that's one thing, and I really loved it. Very well executed. Dialogues, chef's kiss. Okay.
Chef's kiss.
Yeah, exactly. Chef's kiss. And the actor and actress is beautiful and gorgeous. So if you guys haven't watched it, please watch it. You also watch
Free
it.
promotion.
Yeah. So yeah, so like that. So that's something that I've actually watched in
Okay.
K-drama. Yeah.
So now we've like touched about music and we've talked
Okay.
about work
Yeah.
and we've
Drama.
talked about drama.
Yeah.
But do you think that now it would be a different segment
Mhm.
altogether, maybe beauty? Like a lot of people get stressed about beauty
Yes.
also.
Standards, beauty standards. Like,
Yeah.
yeah.
Because if you're in social media especially,
Yep.
one of the things that you need to keep up with is beauty. Okay? And you have to look good all the time for the
Yeah.
camera,
Yeah.
which is so difficult. So difficult
Yeah.
because you have your main job.
Yeah.
And then you have social media.
Yes.
But main job, it's okay. You can slack off a bit. Like, you don't have to look your
This is an everyday thing,
best.
Yeah.
But social media, people are actually looking at you and they're watching you. So
Yeah.
you have to look your best.
Yes.
So do you think that, is it that important to focus on beauty? Like, as a woman,
Okay.
I know that we always think that we have to look our best. We always push ourselves to the corner,
Yeah.
telling that we have to look the best. Our hair has to be perfect.
Yeah.
Our hair has to be colored the right way. The skin has to be the best. No acne, nothing.
Yes.
Then that woman is perfect. Do you think that we need to push ourselves that far
Okay.
to do our best?
All right.
And is that also a part of burnout? Do you think that that is also a part?
Oh Okay. Wow. You've been like literally making me go everywhere. Okay, I'll ask you a question. Now, when you enter a restaurant or you're hungry, you're freaking hungry, okay? When you're entering somewhere, what do you actually, will you go to a restaurant that is very well done, nice, or will you go to a shack? It's like, okay, tell me, hit me up.
So you mean to say like it depends? Like, no, okay.
Yeah.
I would be thinking about my mood, maybe what I feel like eating.
Yes.
If I want to go to a fine dining, I need to be in a mood for fine dining
Yes.
because that means I need to have my perfect shoes and my outfit and hair because it's fine dining and you're definitely going to take pictures or you want to feel good in that place, right? But if I'm going to go to a shack or a small place, I don't need to dress up that much.
Yes. So that's exactly how it is even with beauty.
Okay.
So it's like your profession becomes choice, If you are a person when you're meeting and greeting people, it's an
Yeah.
interpersonal relationship.
Yeah.
You sometimes need the first impression. So if you are not quite well dressed for the occasion or you
Yeah.
don't be like, the person won't take you seriously. It's a very common thing, right?
Yeah. Yeah.
Now, if you
That's
hang
so true.
with you're hanging with your buddies or you're hanging out. I mean, it's okay. You want to look nice, you want to feel nice, go ahead. And if you want to be like, nah, I'm not in the mood to do, don't do,
Yeah.
So that's what. So beauty standards, yes, it is a very difficult and a very touchy topic. So it depends on your profession,
Yeah.
depends on your personal choice,
Yeah.
your mental thinking, Like, for example, it's like for me, if I'm comfortable with in my skin right now, I'm okay.
Mm.
I'm not basically taking validation from another person.
Yeah.
I don't need, I'm quite confident of who I am, what I am, and what I want to be. Now, if you are not confident inside yourself, you can't
Mhm.
read, you can't show confidence outside. So then that also affects.
Yeah.
So beauty standards are there when it comes to, depending on what you're going to do, what's in your book or what's in a list. If you're going on a professional level, yes, you need to keep that standard because it's something that you need to do. Okay? Like
Yeah.
you said, you want to fine dine, you expect that kind of service.
Yes.
You
That's
expect
true.
that butler to come
That's
to you.
true.
Madame said, the wine, you don't
Yeah.
someone like, yeah, what's up? This is wine for you. Wanna drink it? Drink it. Otherwise, yeah. You won't like
Yeah.
that. So it's like that. So this is how I would try to place the KBT standard burnout now. Yes. Because people are so stressy about like, oh, how I look, how I do. They forget the actual essence.
Mm.
Now, I am meeting you, for example, okay? I want to meet you. Now, if I'm going to be like, oh my God, Tyra will not like this makeup, Tyra will not like this lipstick, I'm wasting my time, Our friendship is getting affected.
Yes, that's true. It's not real and we're not connecting on a real level. Yeah.
I'm faking it.
Mm.
I'm putting a mask for you. So you don't know actually who I am. So then it becomes a different thing, right?
5 more minutes.
Okay. So that's what happens, So what you should do is do not come to a point in a beauty standard burnout where you actually forget the true essence.
Okay, yeah, that's true.
Yeah.
But I think as women, we always think about it and we always push ourselves to that corner and
Yeah. See, lady, we are programmed like that, maybe.
we are deep thinkers.
Yeah.
Time, like we think too much,
Yes.
more than necessary. So
Yeah.
I think
Yeah.
that also adds to it.
It's the wiring, should actually talk to the manufacturer about, like, dude, why did you do this with us? Something like that. So yeah. So that's what. So for women, yes, we are always on the edge because we are blessed with a very beautiful, graceful kind
Yeah.
of, thing. So make a choice. If you want to really enhance it, go ahead, voila.
Yeah.
You can do it,
This is why I actually like talking to you because, you always give me a different insight on certain things.
My pleasure.
And I think even if we are like off the screen or we are not doing podcasts, we are still connecting and you always give me advice on certain things because I've been burnt out terribly many times. You know that.
I had to hide it for the camera.
You know that I've been burnt out and think it's not easy to find
Yes.
good people. It's not easy to find the right people to actually understand what's going on in your mind.
To match your wavelength.
Yes,
Yeah.
that is very important.
Yeah.
So I think in order to deal with burnout, you were the right person that I could talk to because I knew that you were able to decipher what's going on in my head. And it's very hard to find those kind of people.
Thank you. I'm on.
Because if you open up to
Yes.
wrong people, you actually drown in it.
Your vulnerability is exposed
Yes.
and people can misuse that.
Yes.
I get it.
So I think that was one of the intentions of starting this podcast because I felt that I could be myself and I could connect with you on so many levels. So that's why I think I don't know how to wrap this up.
That's how we started something like this out of
That's-
nowhere. We didn't plan something, and
Yeah.
it just happened. And when something just happens, you get caught off guard. Initially, you feel that kind of an itch, but then you're like, just sink in. You're like,
Yeah.
yeah, what's up? So
Yeah.
yeah. So it was good.
It was good. So fizz bump.